What you can learn from Zion Williamson, basically. So, and the thumbnail is sheep don't lose sleep over. I mean, tigers don't lose sleep over sheep's opinions. Excuse me, I'm a little bit sleepy. So Tony Gaskins is a, and I knew that eventually individuals' true colors like come to surface basically. And this is not saying that oh he's a bad guy. It's just saying that Tony Gaskins is a hypocrite basically. And in saying that, this is why it's important for younger and like and probably older athletes too. But y'all should have y'all shit together by now. And this is why it's important for younger athletes to pay very like close attention to those who come before them and to also create avenues and lanes for those who are coming after them. See, this thing called prevention, it absolutely it could do you some justice. It could do you a body good. Okay. You know, this is not going to be a professional rant or whatever. And we don't care who that slut is on IG. She could go ahead and play with IG and IG bots. Go and play with your feelings, girlfriend. See, these hoes be so disgruntled. And if you're not a whore, don't take it to heart. If you're grateful for what people have done to you, don't take it to heart. It's always these hoes who be disgruntled when professional athletes no longer want them. Saying, look, we have been here before, Zion. Instead, we made this hoe cry in high school. Bitch, you are not about to sit up there and follow him, nor neither other athlete to the pros. Okay? They have work and money to get and make, basically. That's what it looks like to be like poverty. Some of these athletes are not coming from like mansions and $1 million homes unless their fathers or other relatives were already athletes. Come on now. So, and at first I was not gonna touch this or whatever, but since you have a lot of trolling going on and people want to sit up there and try to ridicule this young guy and try to faux elevate, FAUX, a motherfucking slut or a whore who basically you sold your body, darling. Zion and other Zions coming after him, they still have some hope. What do you have? And people say other athletes trying to get with her. Go ahead and get with them then if that's the truth, darling. Because if athletes know what's good for them and what's good for their assets and what's good for their future, they'll learn how to select better like others did that came before them. Yeah, these hoes think they run a... Y'all hoes don't run the world. That's why you hoes need to get... Your self-esteem needs to be beaten down to the motherfucking ground like Charlie Brown. Some sad hoes. And Tony Gaskins, we can tell that you do not have formal education. It's no different from other individuals who are in these YouTube streets. And that's not a dig. It's just saying that all these hoes do not come from horrible environments. Some of these hoes like to be hoes because their mammies and their grandmammies and their great grandmammies were hoes. All these whores do not come from sexual abuse. And even if they did, that's not an excuse to be a whore. So if you can sit up there and tell a whore and you can mentor a whore, we can sit up there and mentor these young athletes and let them know that they can do and be better to achieve their greatness and to protect their assets. All right. We don't give a fuck about these hoes' feelings. Tony, go and take that shit to Tony Gaskins, bitch. We're not mentoring you whores. And if it doesn't apply, let it fly, girls. They know how. Let it fly. Let it fly if it doesn't apply. Don't be a bitter Shanquisha. Be a bitter Shanquisha. Some individuals saying, oh, Zion is ready to end it all. That's what a cryptic message he put on IG or whatever. You the same whack weasels. We're talking to these black plantations. We especially talking to these motherfucking nigga clowns who are envious and fucking jealous of businessmen and fucking athletes. We know this. That's why I had to tell my homeboy, look, all cannot go where the fuck you are going. And I can't go with your ass either. I can't be your handler because I have to stay on the goddamn ground. If I be turning up with the rest of you niggas. These whores don't need no any NDA. Stop fucking with these hoes. These hoes are bums. Most of them come from shit. They never will be shit. They will always be reduced to land on their fucking backs in order to get a fucking pretty penny. And if it doesn't apply, let it fly. I'm talking to the chicks. Let it fly. We talking about these bitter hoes. These bitter hoes who fake believe they can fucking exploit or extort professional athletes. We talking about you hoes. My homeboy, you know, he knows. One of them motherfuckers in heaven. Yeah, you know what type of hoes we talking about. The same type of hoes we say, you better break up with this hoe. She don't mean you know fucking good. She'll try to fuck up your career before you even get to say, are you ready for some fucking football? Okay. We don't have time to play with these hoes. Now, if these hoes want to play, bitch, you better play in them IG streets, so you better play your ass on Twitter. Now, if Zion did end it all, it'll be because of your motherfucking niggas. And you know what? That hoe, bitch, you won't get a pretty fucking penny. You sad ass, bum ratchet ass bitch. That's why the fuck we're speaking. Now, I don't know the fucking Zion, but I know that my fucking homies were fucking athletes and some of them went to the motherfucking pros, you bitch. And so did my fucking uncle, you slutty ass mutts. Give a fuck, bitch. I'm not the motherfucking NBA nor NFL fucking commissioner. And once again, girl, ladies, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Ladies not out there selling their pussy and dropping like it's motherfucking hot and selling their motherfucking coochie all over the fucking internet for $5 a watt, bitch. We talking to you hoes. Go and play with Tony Gaskins, hoe. Don't sit up there and play with no real motherfucking OGs who been trying to sit up there and drop some fucking jewels and gems in these motherfucking professional athletes well before they make it to the fucking pros. Better ask your fucking boy Jimmy. You better. Hey, Cowboys. We will holler out the other teams, but nah, because these hoes be coming out the fucking woodworks and you have to get your motherfucking bats or some shit. You hoes need to stay in your place. And then Tony got you going into those hoes. Them hoes don't get one false motherfucking Sierra prayer from us. My bad, Sierra. I don't mean it. Sierra like, girl, I'm not in this shit. And we are for women empowerment. We are not for these hoes. Let Tony Gaskins uplift and elevate and promote you hoes. And look like to me, that's sitting up there riding both sides of the fence. How can you sit up there and mentor a motherfucking sex worker, but at the same time, these sex workers used to love to exploit and extort athletes and celebrities? It's 2023, all that extortion shit out the fucking window. And it's been out probably for about 10 years because now you have this thing called independent media. You also have this thing. See, whores can't just run and ruin individuals' relationships or try to extort someone. Be like, we're going to go public if you don't pay us 55, if you don't pay us no money. We know how these hoes operate, Tony. Stop playing. We're older than you, nigga. You new to this shit. We true to this shit. You run both sides of the fence because we're listening to what comes out of your mouth, son. You little midget. No homo. We ain't got nothing against you. We're just using you as a placeholder so we can drop these gems in these athletes' ears well before they make it to the pros. Well, before they make it to the pros, nigga. Before you even say touchdown, nigga. Before you even say motherfucking end one, nigga. Excuse my French. You gotta get rusty. You gotta get snazzy and snarky with these motherfucking hoes, cause these hoes don't know they place in their position in 2020 motherfucking 3. These hoes think they slick. See, that's probably why my homie wanted me to ride with him when he got fucking drafted. Cause it's something extort what? Bitch get beat the fuck up fucking with a bitch like me. These hoes is tacky. So are their mammies. Where your mammies at, hoe? We're not calling out hoes in specific or whatever, but if you got the smoke for anybody that's coming to the motherfucking pros like a fucking Zion, you got the smoke for niggas and bitches, period. Because if you know you have a homegirl and your homegirl doing some snake shit, bitch, it's up to you to put that bitch to the side and be like, that ain't right. I could tell if Zion was one of these type of fucking trash ass niggas, you know what I'm saying, talking about hoes, but these hoes want to pull a different side out of him and others who are coming behind him. And this is why you young athletes, you motherfuckers need some handlers. And don't just be going for no fucking man. You need some handlers. Screen your fucking handlers. Make these hoes take a lot to take the test. Not the hoes. Make these bitches take a lot to take the test if you have women working around you. And don't fuck with your handlers. Don't fuck with your handler. And the reason why I say women specifically or whatever, because they know how these hoes move. Because why? Because they are women. They can peep a hoe before this hoe even have time to brainstorm what her next MO is going to be. Now, as far as these males who are obviously your Tony Gaskins, what's your track record of mentoring these young boys or athletes, giving them advice? Let us know what your track record is. But see, it seems like to me you playing both sides of the fence. You can't sit up there and elevate and pray for these hoes or whatever while you trying to sit up there and tell athletes, y'all need to put on the porn. The porn ain't the problem. Maybe the porn, it could be a part of the problem. The problem is people feel entitled to other people's money. That's what the fucking gag has always been, Tony. Come on now, you a Florida boy. Let's get it and let's go, son. Let's get it and let's go, son. Sometimes you can't sugarcoat shit. Sometimes it's shit that God can't do. Sometimes athletes have to stand on 10 toes and 2 feet and learn how to fucking think for themselves and protect their fucking assets. Because 9 times out of 10, they will be trying to sit up there and take care of their fucking family. Put some fucking food on the plate for their families. Meanwhile, these hoes want to fucking feast off a fucking athlete. And if it doesn't apply, chicks, let it fly. We talking about these entitled hoes. We talking about these hoes that get mad when a motherfucking athlete or a fucking celebrity move on with they motherfucking life. We talking about you hoes. And these hoes only have one mission. They ain't different from the rest of these broke hoes who are morally bankrupt and corrupt. They only got one mission: get pregnant and quote unquote get rich, bitch. That's it in that style. That's that low vibrational shit. Don't you dare tell me about no Zion Tony Gaskins. We been knowing how these hoes roll. That's probably why my homeboy wanted me to sit up there and just always want, son, you need to cut up. And I'm like, nah, y'all the dudes, y'all turn up. In hindsight, that's probably why my fucking nigga, he was like, nah, get T, come on. It's probably why he did that shit. My mission is different, Tony. My mission different. Tony mission is to uplift and elevate these sad hoes. These hoes ain't got no guidance. But you want to sit up there and thump that Bible and you want to sit up there and tell athletes to have some guidance? Some of them come from good homes, Tony. You would know if you sat down and talked to them, my nigga. We tired of you motherfucking, you fucking pussies is what we call them. Sitting up there, sitting on y'all dusty asses, talking about fucking athletes and celebrities and regular people. You don't have a pot to piss in. If donations stop to there to fucking tomorrow, you won't be able to pay for the expensive motherfucking Hellcat or wherever the fuck y'all drive in these fucking YouTube streets. The fuck out of here. Excuse my French, people. You have to talk stupid to these niggas, though. You got to talk stupid to these clowns and these ratchet hoes. This one thing white people don't have to deal with. When you speaking to white people, you could be like, look, Susie, I don't think extortion or exploitation or an obvious thing, I don't think that's a good look or whatever. In 2023, you make a lie, you engage in defamation and libel, you're liable to get fucking sued. You can't sue me because I don't make no money. That's the point, bitch. It's the principle of it all. That's what we try to tell these urban fucking bloggers. It's the principle of it all. You can't pay out a fucking big ass lawsuit once you're sued, but you will learn a fucking lesson. Now, we don't know what type of celebrities, athletes want to fucking push back against exploitation and extortion, but now's your fucking time. Your time been here 10, 20 years ago. So you reclaim your fucking time. Tony Gaskins want to rob both sides. Boy, go and sit your ass down and take that shit back to the fucking Gators out there in Florida, son. Respectfully, we just having a chat and discussion, son. It's all good. I know if I was doing a prep talk to these athletes, nigga, I know I'm not going to sit up there and sugarcoat no shit. I'm like, you ready for the fucking game? Is you fucking hungry? Is you fucking greedy? Are you passionate? Bitch, are you ready for some fucking football? Are you ready to get your ass on the fucking court and win? Are you ready to fucking risk it all and give it up just for a little piece of pussy? And you know why athletes would prefer to watch porn, Tony? Because porn ain't gonna get them in fucking trouble like these hoes. Not get off the fucking gas. Now, do we encourage that shit? We don't encourage porn, but if that's that's what they can do to protect themselves and they ain't gotta worry about a hoe lying on them saying you touch my pussy, you grabbing by the pussy, watch all the fucking porn you want to, my niggas. That's the way I put it. That's on everything. No cap. Do that shit temporary, because I feel as though it shit fuck with your little pee-wee. You might fuck up your psyche. You might not can't get off when you were with a real chick, but if you're gonna protect your assets and protect your family wealth and protect your nest egg, look at fucking porn in. How about that? That's what I tell a fucking egg. Look at fucking porn in. Tony Gaskins talking out both sides of his mouth. Well, porn is this, porn is that. Absolutely true. Owen Benjamin, a fucking one that's been talking about porn, been putting it in these YouTube streets before he was suspended. That white boy was banned out off the YouTube streets. He been speaking and talking that shit. So you, like I told you during the other broadcast, you ain't new to this. The others are true to this. You new to this. I was about to say you ain't, but you are. You new to this. Y'all don't give a damn about you jumping on Oprah Winfrey's couch, boy. Tom Cruise did that. He didn't really jump on the couch. I'm just teasing Tony. But yeah, if I had to give these athletes a pep talk, that shit ain't gonna be with. Oh, we're gonna look, guys. I don't think you should. Nah, get your asses up. Stand up. It'd be like a fucking. It'd be like you're drilling. Be like you in fucking boot camp. Get your asses up off that bench. Get your asses out that fucking locker room. Stand up. Have them stand at that fucking attention fucking with a bitch like me. Shit, are you serious about the fucking game? Do you truly want to fucking be here, or are you just here for fucking show, taking up a spot? Come with that sugarcoating type shit when you sitting up there trying to instill some knowledge and drop some gems on these motherfucking young athletes. That's for the birds, Tony. We grown. Get your asses up out that fucking locker room. Get your asses up on that goddamn field. Hut. Do that fucking boot camp shit. Excuse my language, America. Tony Gaskins think, oh, look, you fellas, I think, boy, you mentoring hoes. Stop playing, get off the gas, Tony. Stop playing in the face. Stop playing in the face, son. Stop playing in the face, Tony. I think you're mentoring hoe. Because Tony got a weak spot for these hoes, probably because you used to let them suck your peen. And you used to fuck about 5 or 10 hoes per day, Tony. You've been here before. These hoes just not coming out and drove to say, I fucked Tony Gaskins. Yeah, he was on Oprah and he was on the Breakfast Club. I fucked him. This is what he used to do to me when we were in college. He was, yeah, Tony. Stop playing, Mr. Gaskins. We're just saying that because Tony, you know what I'm saying? He expressed himself. He didn't have to express that he have an anger management problem. Or at least he used to, but it's still there. It's still there. We're not going to coddle these motherfucking athletes. You better ask Dion. Okay? Sanders, that is, motherfucker. On it. Let me stop before y'all start fucking with Mr. Sanders. Yeah, we don't pussyfoot. Tell these athletes, get your asses up out that fucking locker room. You ready to get schooled? You want to play the game or you want to go your ass home? You want to protect your assets or you want to lose it all? Oh, a piece of pussy. You get to decide. There's the door. It's your choice. You ready to sit up there and dedicate your life to sports? Okay? Or you want to fuck it all up and end up in the same predicament that you was in before you got drafted? Pick one. I'm not going to be on here long, you guys. I just want to do, you know what I'm saying? Do what I used to do best. Talk some sense into these fucking athletes. Even when they used to go playing around in Valorant. What the fuck is y'all doing? Stop playing games. They know how to prey on athletes. Back in the day, they used to prey in Valley Ranch. Motherfuckers used to be like, yeah, I want to go. I don't want to see them dickheads. If I want to see them dickheads, trust and believe. All I do, I could just have people make calls and I'll be able to see dickheads. Trust and believe it. Are you ready for some football? You know where the athletes be at? Why would you want to prey on them, though? You feel me? And most are not even gonna admit. Stop this, bitch. These hoes act like they don't. They trying to cap. They be acting like they don't put shit. Try to put shit or push shit in niggas' drinks, niggas. So I want them fucking strip clubs got shut the fuck down like Charlie fucking Brown, cause we will burn that bitch down. Come on now, stop playing in our face. Had to shut that shit down. Not only was they sitting up there trying to hit, they wasn't even trying hitting up cops, trying to extort them, hitting up everybody or whatever. Nah, athletes didn't frequent that. That motherfucker got shut down because they ran a sting on them motherfuckers. Sitting up there stealing wallets and then threatening to call their girlfriends or wives. Or their wives and girlfriends know they go to the fucking strip club. If they promote that shit, who cares? But that's what they used to try to do back in the day, and that's why that strip club got shut the fuck down. I told you this during the older broadcast, and I'll keep on saying it. Our track record is good over here, Tony. Mr. Gaskins. How you doing? This ain't the Breakfast Club, nigga. And hopefully we're making Tony laugh. Cause yeah, we on some, you know what I'm saying, laugh now, cry later type shit, but it's gonna be these hoes crying. And it couldn't be one of my niggas that you sit up there and try to extort. We have to take this shit to the fucking, we burn this shit down like Charlie Brown. And Tony mentioning all this shit about these hoes, but you ain't mentioning that cryptic motherfucking IG post by Zion saying he ready to end it all. If he did, these hoes ain't getting a dime. Ain't getting a dime. Except for his real baby, his new baby. But his baby is not born yet. Jealous because he sit up there and put up a thing because hashtag Black Fathers Matter. If I was Zion, I'd sit up there and get my ass off social media, stay my ass off social media, get you a fucking good handler, make the motherfuckers take a lot to take the test. Make that motherfucker sign an NDA these days. Back then, athletes didn't have to worry about NDAs and signing this, because hoes was not out of control. These hoes knew their place back then. And if they didn't know their place, you put them hoes in their place. Put them in their place by leaving. That's what I mean, athletes. Current and or former. Put them in their place by leaving them. See, that's what's wrong with some females. These hoes are so fucking vindictive. When these hoes ain't got a pot to piss in and didn't come from shit, that's a fucking red flag, boys. Fuck with people that have a lot to lose, boys. And chicks. Vice versa. We don't do no gender wars over here. And if things don't work out, end it in a good way. To where you guys don't have to sit up there and drag each other on social media. Media. I like to say it like that, y'all. Media. Athletes can't even have a motherfucking life. Can't even enjoy a motherfucking expensive fucking steak without these hoes drooling. And these clowns. Because sometimes these hoes work for they fucking pimps. And they prey on athletes and celebrities. And they try to get them at their most vulnerable fucking moment. This is facts on facts on facts. Excuse me, America. I'm cursing like a sailor. This is necessary shit, though. This that good shit, that good trouble. That good knowledge. That good pep talk. That good pep rally shit. Ain't that right, Cardinals? White people like, what the fuck is going on in Black America and on them fucking plantations? Nothing but some fuck shit, debauchery, extortion, fraud. Like, it is what it is. It don't matter what you're speaking about. Now we speaking about the fucking athletes and fucking, yeah, we speaking about them boys. Extortion, exploitation, lies. Now she gonna sit up there and keep throwing her tweets. Throw them tweets up, chick. Throw them up. Baby, lucky we banned from Twitter, nigga. These hoes have an IQ of 0. Boys, you better stop fucking with these hoes who ain't got shit to lose now. Especially when they ain't got if they don't come from a good family, stop fucking with them. That come from broken homes, stop fucking with these hoes. You cannot buy them anything that's going to appease and please them. This we know. Facts. Facts. We're gonna keep talking about it. First, we're just gonna sit up there and just let it die down. Nah, they don't. These hoes don't want to die down. So since Tony Gaskins, you're representing these hoes, because there's no way you're mentoring and represent these athletes that you said you used to formerly do. You know what I'm saying? Mentor them back in the day. What's your track record, sir? And saying back then you did a gig for free of $500. They already know if they want these services. These services will not cost $500. Ain't shit for free. Unless there's a little couple of free gems warning these motherfucking athletes about these hoes, okay? Don't knock up these hoes. When you knock up your girlfriend, these hoes get jealous, okay? They know these athletes are too young to be settling down so early, but for the ones who settle down, good job. Instead of cheating, being open relationships, good job. Okay? Be honest though, okay? Y'all better learn from the OGs who came before y'all now. Better learn from the best and the greatest. Well, Kiki Green say, you hoes ain't hostage. These hoes ain't hostage. They some hoes in this house. Some hoes in this house. You got two to one. You got hoes and sluts that's devious, and then you got bitches that want to get paid. Which one is which? You gonna know. In this house. In this house. If I was doing a movie or a documentary, it's some hoes in this house. Some hoes in that house. In that house. In that. Don't mind me, y'all. Be on my theater or shit. Yes. I'm sorry, I'll be screaming all in y'all ears and stuff, but that's how you still have to get with those athletes, because I was a midget and them motherfuckers was tall and big and cocky. I'm like, look, nigga, bend down. Let me whisper something in your ear real quick. Break up with the hoes. She's a hoe. She cannot be by your side when you niggas get drafted, okay? I passed the message to the boys, and the boys passed it to the other boys, and then these hoes went down the halls crying, darlings. Stop playing in our face. Shout out to individuals who dodge exploitation and extortion. Shout out to you, darlings. Once again, it's two types of motherfuckers. It's these hoes, and it's some bitches that love to get paid and spoiled. Tony Gaskin representing the sex workers, y'all, that came out the horse's mouth. So if you're an athlete, you cannot possibly trust someone who is mentoring, and probably have you groomed these hoes, Tony? I'm just asking a question, but Tony doesn't respond back, you guys. The midget is too big. Like the big banks, too fail. I just thought I'd just add my 2 cents in, you guys. This has been an exclusive edition of Crowns and Tea Media with your favorite mean girl, your fabulous, most sweetest tech princess, envy me greatly, baby. Now I got a jet, and adios. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Bye. Yeah, let me know what you think about this broadcast in the comments. Let me know down below. Gracias. Peace.